That's right. We're just all fish in the sea.
What?
Because that does a lot of good.
What the? It's creepy.
It's Narnia! Yeah, she kind of looks like the chick from Narnia. One of the people from Narnia.
I don't know what
Not
they look like.
You have
I haven't seen anything. I have seen
I'm just
the movies
gonna
that I
sit
grew
you
up
down and
with.
like force you to watch every movie ever. We will die.
It usually doesn't work out when we try something like that.
Yeah, no, but that's your fault. I don't want to leave. I need to go. I'm going up the stairs. Where did they go? Why are they drawing on the? Is that blood that they're drawing with?
No, it's the lipstick from earlier, remember? When they drew the lipstick on her dress.
That's stupid. Oh, why did it just vibrate? What? Is something shaking the house? What is... She opens doors so awkwardly.
She does everything awkwardly.
Rear stairway. What
about?
happened to... Okay, where did... I'm so confused. Why are you walking up against the wall? Stop that. What is this?
So many doors.
I hate doors. Oh, this one's locked. Thank God. Wait. Window. Can't investigate that. What is it? Okay. Okay. The door is way too lit up compared to the rest of the room. That one opens. Oh, what? No. God. Why? This is an awful house. I would hate to live here. Oh, she's not even... Did you see her hand?
That's interesting.
She wasn't even home.
Wait, what does that say on the floor?
It says Beepus. That's a skull.
Skeleton. See, like,
Skeleton.
it looks like they're drawing the window and the light of it.
Huh.
Yeah, would there be... I don't know.
Well, these kids are psychopaths. Look, train tracks. Dormitory. This is where they sleep at night. There we go. There we go.
God.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to post this to YouTube.
Sure I can. This is kid friendly, right? There's nothing to investigate here. This is... What? Those aren't pillows? What? Come on, give me something to investigate. Find me a kiddo to investigate.
Oh God.
There's nothing here. This is lame.
You mean?
My bedroom's cooler than this. Look at all the beds.
Yeah.
I want this many beds.
What would you use that many beds for? No, that's not even reasonable.
Why is the camera backwards? What? No. It was the other way. Go back. Oh, there we go. Yeah, touch yourself so I can switch camera. Train tracks go here. Or is that a ladder? But why would they be climbing the floor? Well, why would they be riding a train on the floor?
Sigh.
Where did he just go? What? I'm so,
You're back at that staircase you went up though, you know that much.
Another hallway! What is this? Foul smelling... Those aren't laundry. Oh, laundry baskets. I can read. Why do the laundry baskets smell bad? That's kind of weird.
Because the kids don't filter them. Okay.
What?
Oh yeah.
Bunny. Yeah, I see that. Oh, that's lovely.
Rubbish.
Rubbish. Rubbish bin. Press X to everything. Oh, that one's shiny. Nope. Really? Just a gold piece.
You can't?
Nope.
Weird.
Why are you shiny? Oh, there we go. Old photo. Photos don't shine. It's a faded group photo taken in front of the mansion. Look at the fat kid in his belly. Okay. Anywho. Oh wait. Okay, no, I don't want to save. Why would that just randomly be in this room that I could have missed? Hate.
Well, that room becomes important later.
Spoilers, thanks.
Well?
Gonna ruin my playthrough of it for life.
Because it totally spoiled absolutely everything. What is that a bird in there? Or just like wood? Or...
Damn it. Tell me. Please tell me what. Okay. I realize it's a bathroom, but control yourself. Oh. I can go take a poop. What's our... What kind of flush handles? Alright, whatever. I'm out of here. Screw this. There's gonna be like kids in the other one or something. On their knees.
Oh god.
I'm gonna join them. Oh, what the... Oh god. Hold... What the... What? Where's that at? Okay, that's this way. He went. That's where I just came from, though.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. But he.
No.
Oh.
Oh crap.
Hello there. No. I really. No. No. God. Come here, little boy. Wait, but wait a second. What? Oh, it keeps going up. Okay. Oh God! Hello. I'm gonna get you.
I'm getting scared way too easily.
I'm gonna get you.
How does he just like go straight through the doors? They don't even.
Magic. He's a ghost. Oh, touch yourself. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me when I was fixing my skirt. I was like, what?
No. Where the? What the? Jesus. Oh, God, go. No. That one just happened to be open. What is that on the front? What the? Is this like a mailbox? Oh God. Ooh. Ooh. That's just creepy. I'm the
That's
king.
the only thing that's been creepy in this entire game.
Yeah. You want to be my queen, baby?
It's much creepier than that.
When the unlucky girl approached the boy, he said,
"My, aren't you just so poke like always? Here, read me the rest of the story, you know, the book I handed you."
Okay. Moving on. Wait,
But-
wait, what? This game does not know how to script anything. Go. Use. Okay. But there's no more. You fool! You have not written the rest of your novel. GB to work. I want to read it. I want to publish it. Wait, what was that? Doo-doo-doo. Really? What? Wait, the funeral. What? What? Who's talking? There's no voice.
It's the intercom.
There's an actual... Oh, okay. That makes sense.
ashes to ashes, dust to dust, for whom the bell tolls.
Wait. But... Okay.
Cold chill. What?
I don't know.
You know you can press.
Oh, what? Where did the kid go?
He went to the funeral.
Well, I'm still looking at the chair. Yeah, before she realized the boy was gone. What? This doesn't make any sense. I'm walking on candles. Oh, no.
You don't make any sense.
I'm walking on sunshine. Wow.
Yes, that is the perfect song for this game.
Don't you feel good? Okay, calm yourself. Calm your tits. Alright, do I just go back outside? That's gonna take an hour to find.
What's the...
Oh. No. Why? Give me that. Give me that. Give me that paper. Gotta get that paper. What the?
Get the paper!
I didn't go that way. I hit X and it ran away. Take the... You missed the paper. Orphanage map. See, it is an orphanage. What the... What is this? No. What did... Hey, look, I found more stairs. Yeah, I... Go down them.
Where's the dog at? I forgot.
Woof! Woof! Bow wow! Woof woof! Okay, I didn't go up this many stairs. I don't think. Take me to your leader. Oh, that's the filth. Oh, no, that's just locked. Okay. Is this outside? Oh, well, these are locked. Oh, alright, okay. Derp. Outside.
Inner court.
The girl went out, she found a shovel standing before a grave. No derp. See, I told you I should have grabbed the shovel.
I doubt that's the same shovel, but okay.
Let's dig my own grave. Wait, what? You don't... Oh. You stupid. That looks 10 times cooler than the game's graphics. Okay. It's Plank!
Yes, that is the very dear thing for her that was underground.
She had like a speck of dirt on that shovel.
Shush.
What it was. Wait, no, she's gonna touch herself. Oh, no, okay. It's her dildo. That's what's down there.
But
Daddy's home.
oh yeah, now she. What? What? No.
Hello there. What you doing? Say hello. It's empty.
She looks so ugly.
That's the sack. What? Oh dear. Oh no. Don't do it. Okay, that's creepy. Why do you have all these creepy games?
Just look at you.
They're interesting.
You're filthy.
Can't hear you because there's paper on your face. Paper face. I hope that's water.
You didn't see them getting the water
Oh yeah,
out.
but that doesn't mean it's water. Wait, why are they... What? So this is the
Remember
rain
this from
scene.
yeah.
But it was actually raining. This isn't... What?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Lunchtime?
thank you for joining us on our
What?
flight.
No.
Attention all passengers. We will
What?
be taking off in a short
Remember,
while.
you needed the boarding pass.
Please take all large luggage to Section 8 of the freight
No.
storage compartment.
No.
Thank you.
What? Okay. Night night. Night night. No. You're wasting your oxygen. Like how they cleverly darken that out.
Yeah.
Troll Are they clapping?
No, it's.
Oh, they're carrying her. What? I thought they were just gonna bury her. It wasn't sunny before. What? No, okay, whatever. Hello.
Hello, Junior Light Blue.
Yeah. I don't know when it happened, to be honest.
Can you hand me my water, please?
Nope.
Please.
Okay.
Thank you.